All right, hello my friends, and welcome back. It has been a while since we have been here together, but we are back. We've got a new phone, we've got a new tripod, and we've got new nail polish. So we're really coming into the year with everything. I'm aware that it's February and not January, but the new year's still going. I'll still count it. And we are here to do our nails. So some of you may have seen on Instagram that I was entirely seduced by the new Holo Taco magnetic Valentine's collection. And I did get the whole thing, even though I told myself I was not going to do that. But sometimes you just got to find joy where you can in life. Am I right? So I did give myself a quick clean up before this. My nails are pretty uneven right now. We are at a point that I usually would trim them all back just for evenness sake, but I got these new magnetic polishes and I have a new toy. So I want to play kind of with everything that I can. So we'll get started putting on our base and get into a little chit chat. So I have actually not done my nails for a while at this point, which has been a little weird, just running around with naked nails. I very, very rarely do that, and that is part of why I've had some additional breaks, because the nails are, of course, more delicate if you don't have them painted. But so I've been wanting to use some of the new stuff that I got, and then I was waiting for these new magnetics to show up, and it actually came at the perfect time because I am going to the Heated Rivalry Club night tomorrow. So I am really excited about this. I don't know how it's gonna go. It has been a very long time since I was out dancing or anything like that, and I do miss it. Like there's a local club that I used to go to occasionally, you know, for special evenings around here. But what I'm really kind of hoping to recapture at this evening, and what it kind of seems like from what I've seen on folks' social media, is really recapturing some of the college parties that I used to go to at the Alliance House. So this was, of course, all the queer parties on campus, and they were always such a hoot and so much fun. So I'm kind of hoping for that kind of feel when I go out tomorrow night. But it seemed like the perfect time to play with some of these fun new magnetics before I do that. And I don't know about you guys. We're gonna talk about Heated Rivalry, because this show is still filling my brain with just constant thoughts all of the time. It is just such. So for those of you who are not aware, I am a reader and a writer of queer romance stories. So it was so much fun to just really see one of those brought to life. So I have not personally read the books. I'm not the biggest hockey sports romance kind of fan, but I was just so impressed with how this adaptation really kind of brought to life all of the things that I love about the genre, while really putting in this very I don't want to say literary, and obviously it's a movie, a TV show, it's filmed, but they really, the cinematography is beautiful. There is so much thought put into everything from the costume design, even though it is, athletic wear, they're still thinking about it, thinking about how it represents the characters. And before I talk too long, because this is going to take a long time, I'm going to introduce you to my new friend, who I've decided to call Big Bertha, who I'm a little bit afraid of. So this is one of those special, this is a 30-pound pull magnet, and it is supposed to be able to give you that kind of a three-dimensional velvet effect instead of like the cat's eye. That's kind of the traditional magnetic wand. So this is my first time using this. Holo Taco launched with one and they sold out immediately. But I was set on getting these polishes, so I just decided that I was gonna go for it and pick up my own. So it's not a cute one, but this is what we got. So I believe all we have to do, we can either, I think they said you can paint it while you're inside here. Oh my God, that already looks so good. I hope that it looks as good on video as it does right now, because that is gorgeous. And I have decided to do pink and purple because I couldn't choose. So if you have never used a magnetic polish before, it is really simple. You just really have to leave it and let it dry a bit more than you normally would while you're doing your coats, and do a pretty thick coat just to make sure it all layers on properly. But I'm planning to do like a two on one hand. You'll see what I'm doing. But anyway, this show is just a delight, and I have been so charmed by everybody who's working on it, and I'm so excited to see what comes next. It's just been really cool, like I said, to see folks embracing it, to see this kind of mass like hysteria really over like a gay love story, which is so rarely like shown in film. Like, it was really interesting. So this is part of the kind of connection for me as someone who is more familiar with kind of this genre, is that it really, it's funny to me because people are like, oh, well, you know, these tropes and blah, blah, blah. People are surprised by some of the tropes that I think are very like common for the genre, but they're just executed so well in the show. And I think it is a good demonstration of why people, including myself, who read romance, really come back to it, because you have these tropes that you love, and you have kind of this basic idea, you know, that there's going to be a happy ending, but you're really invested in the characters and seeing how this is all going to happen for them specifically. And I have always been someone who connects really deeply to a character, and that's kind of what draws me most intensely into a piece of media. So I've really, really been enjoying that and getting to experience that. And I think it goes to show how much like care and authenticity matters when you're creating something. Not to say, I think there is lots of really like art that people have put care and authenticity into that does not get super famous, but I think that we are really just so starved these days for media that is created from a place of authentic heart and emotion, and not just what is going to sell, what is kind of the lowest common denominator mush, is how I feel a lot of times about shows and media these days, that they're being made for shareholders and not for actual viewers, which I am not a fan of. And so I would think that that's really impressive. And you can see, I thought about like doing kind of an essay about it, and I thought maybe that was too much, but I think you can really see the threads between like some of the biggest hits of 2025 were Heated Rivalry, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Sinners, all movies that were really made with a distinct point of view and with a lot of care for a specific audience. And that doesn't mean that that's the only audience that can enjoy those things. And we have seen through their success that, in fact, by making something for a specific audience, you make something that can be beloved by a mass audience. This looks so fucking cool. You guys, I am obsessed with this. So what we're gonna do is this. We'll switch over. Oh my God, left-handed. Hopefully I don't mess it up. But Oh, this is so cool. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts and feelings. I have a lot of feelings about the show, and I'm very excited to kind of see where it goes and what we're gonna get out of kind of the next seasons. But even if this is like the peak, then I'm so happy to have gotten to be there to experience it, and I'm excited to be out with a bunch of people who are into it and are having a good time listening to good tunes, maybe watching some fun fan edits. So yeah, I'll have to let you guys know how it goes. I'm sure there will probably be pics on the Instagram. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should take footage while I'm there. I don't know, question mark. Like I said, this is a new phone, new year, new phone. Because really my old phone was quite old and it was not really holding a charge properly anymore. But more than that, I do want to continue making videos and recording things, and so I thought that kind of upgrading to a better camera was a good idea. And this is my first phone that has like the magnet stuff on it. So it's on like a cool magnetized tripod right now. So that feels very fun and fancy to me. And was super fun that like my pop socket just like sticks right on there. It's been pretty fun. This looks like a jewel. Like, I hope I'm holding it in the right spot because I still can't see what I'm doing. And hold on, let's do our second coat before we do anything else. I am definitely, like, I really like the cat's eye effect, but I'm obsessed with this, like, velvet effect. Like, this is so cool. And other things, I am in the process of getting started on a gown for a ball that I am heading to next month. I am going to be at Sostein's Art Nouveau Ball in Chicago. So if any of you are going to be around there, definitely let me know. I would love to see you and say hi. But I am a little bit nervous about my dress. I have just ordered fabric for it. I will be putting up a post on Patreon with some of my inspirations and kind of planning for it. And I am gonna try to vlog it. I am historically not great at vlogging the things that I'm doing. I always have the best intentions of it and then just kind of get in the moment and don't do it. But I think hopefully with some of this new equipment, that'll help me out with that, and I'll try to do a better job of giving you guys a look at what I'm doing there. So that should be fun. That is kind of my my main project for this month. And I also, speaking of new gear, I also did get the capture card that I believe is what I need to stream Animal Crossing or anything from the Switch. So I did hear from some of you that you would like to have a tour of my island. I really think, so that has also been, I've kind of been holding off because I'd really like to do like a before, because I have gotten back into it now since the update came, and I am feeling like there's maybe changes that I want to make, but I want to kind of have the current version captured and get to share that before I do any major adjustments. So that is on my list of things to do. So I can't decide if I should try to do like a live stream or just do a like recorded tour. So if you have thoughts or preferences, do let me know. I would love to hear what you think, because I really like looking at people's Animal Crossing islands. That was always, I mean, obviously we all at the start of the pandemic in 2020 were going crazy in Animal Crossing, and that was the only way that you could see people sometimes. I used to go you know, you'd have like your party with your friends on their island because you cannot go out in public. I'm getting polish all over myself. But that's the way that it goes. But yeah, so I think that that would be really fun. I'm definitely open to like sharing the dream address or something once I make some updates. I think it's a lot of it's kind of in under construction mode right now because I kind of quit like halfway through a bunch of projects the previous time that I was playing. So there's still a fair amount of kind of undone stuff. So I would want to take care of that before I showed it off for any of you. Now we're going to switch over to this gorgeous purple, which is called Playing the Field. And I'm like, is this intended to be the nail polish for bisexuals? Because it kind of feels like it is. And I am entirely in favor of that. Ooh, look at her. Look at this lady. Wow, that's gorgeous. They are just so much fun, and it's a good time to play with them. It really is like, I feel like magnetic is one of the like special effects polishes that really makes it look like you like did something with your nails, like you went to a salon. But no, all you need is a big chunky magnet. Although, you guys, this thing is so terrifying. There were like warnings on it. It has like a metal plate, and I did fully like break part of my nail like taking the plate off right before I filmed this. So do be warned and be careful when you are using giant magnets. And you can obviously just use the magnetic wand, but for this effect, obviously, it is pretty easy to do it just with this guy right here. Putting it on. I did look like other nail companies also, after the Holo Taco one sold out, other nail companies do have them. And so I could have gotten like a pink one. But then I was just like, it's a magnet, you guys. I can get a magnet at a hardware store or wherever. So I ended up just picking up a regular one, and it does look very like, I don't know, it's the red. I feel like that's the legit magnet color. So it's kind of like the platonic ideal of magnet. So I'm happy with it. It definitely does take a little bit longer when you're waiting, letting it sit, and it is worth it though, because obviously you get all of this cool appearance and you didn't really have to do any work. You just had to be patient, which is always a struggle for me. And you can paint it right in there if that is convenient. For my left hand, it was a little bit harder for me to like angle it properly to do it in there. So if you do paint it on, and then you can stick it in. And how many times am I going to say stick it in this video? Make a counter or something. I'm too lazy to do that. I will not do that. Yeah, so we're going to get back to it. We've been recording some really fun episodes on Ghouls Night In. So if you are trailing behind on those, I highly recommend you catch up. Our last episode was really fun, and I'm so excited for the new episode that will be coming out. This week, if you're watching this right now, I don't know when I'm going to upload this. It'll depend on if I decide that I'm going to try and actually get like footage at this event or not. But either way, we have a fun one coming up that had just such a hilarious moment. Midge and I were cracking up, and I know that you guys love to hear that too, so don't miss it. It's a good one. On you go. Boop, boom. Boom, boom. Look at these. It's so cool. It's so cool, you guys. I think I like the two for one. I was like looking up ways to do cool ways to do two nail polishes because I couldn't pick just one. And sometimes I will do one hand and then the other hand, but it's fun to mix it in. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put any of these heart toppers on. They are very cute, and I am going to a romance-themed event, but also these are just so gorgeous. Like, they're such a star. Maybe just like an accent. Maybe just on the accent nail we'll do a little scattering of hearts, because the hearts are also pink hollow, so they're not just your average everyday heart bit. I was gonna say embed because I've been watching soap videos, but it's not an embed. It's a topper. Yes, I am working on it, getting my nails in order. I am heading out tonight to see the new Dracula movie with some of my coven, so that'll be exciting. Always love to get together with the vamps to see that. I know I've heard from some of our European friends who already have this movie that it's fun, so I'm hoping that it will be a good time. I did already pre-order myself a cherry icy because that seemed appropriate for a vampire film. So I'm very excited to snack on that while we are enjoying the movie this evening. Let's get another layer on you guys. Oh my god. Nice thick one. Look at that. Look at that shine. Look at those pigments. She's a stunner. She is a stunner. That's why you can tell that it's the bisexual polish. Although this looks like a jewel, that pink. The pink is Fuller Alert, by the way, in case you are wondering. Let me influence you to buy Holo Taco, which, as always, I just bought all of this myself because I like it. We are getting to it. I am also continuing with some writing stuff this year. Probably gonna have to take a little bit of a break just to focus on some of the sewing needs that I have coming up, but still working on trying to get an agent for that novel that I finished with my bestie last year, but also starting some new stuff, which is fun. It is tough to move on to a new project, especially when you still have a lot of kind of like your heart wrapped up in the old one, but you gotta keep moving along, and that's the way that we do it. And so I am probably going, I did hear all of the positive feedback about the idea of me writing a ghost story for the Ghouls Night and Christmas next year, so we'll see. I would definitely love to do that. I think it would be a lot of fun, so I'll have to start brainstorming on that. And I was thinking maybe about doing another meditation / relaxation story. Would you guys like that? Would you want to have another visit to the witch's cottage, like a winter themed one, or something entirely new? Both would be a lot of fun. I could definitely see mixing it up and trying something different with those, but I really enjoyed making that, and I think that obviously I don't want to get too intense in a chill nail polish video, but I think we could all use some calming right now, some relaxation, a moment of respite perhaps. So that would be probably, I think it would be nice for me also to make it and to make something relaxing. So if you guys would enjoy seeing that, I would love to make another one for you. I definitely I should have put notes together, because I was like, Penny, it's going to take a long time to do your nails, because you're going to have to sit and wait and do all of that stuff instead of just busting through it like you normally do. And so I was like, I should take some notes on things that I want to talk about. And then I did not do that, and I just jumped right in. I got these in the mail like a little bit earlier today, and you are not supposed to use them when they are too cold, and it is in fact extremely cold out, so I just kind of tucked them into my sweatshirt to warm them up, because I wanted to do them before I went out to the movie tonight, and I wanted to hopefully get the last bit of sunlight. I think hopefully we're still light enough to be recording this, but it does still get dark pretty early these days. I am definitely looking forward to that not being the case anymore once we kind of bring the sunlight back, but I'm also not looking forward to it getting hot again. So it's always a struggle. I've always got something to complain about. Oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. I gotta clean these up. I know I should be cleaning them up as I go, but I don't. You guys know how it is. I do need, okay, I need to put on my topper, and then you do need to put your self back on the magnet. Well, actually I should do it again here, because if you re-wet the polish, the magnetic pigments can shift, so you want to avoid that. There we go, just a little light, flirty little bit of a topper there. And let's do this one, my other ring finger. Ring finger. We got some good hearts on that one. That's pretty cute. Pretty cute, pretty cute. And we are going to go in with our glossy top coat. Make sure everything is nice and locked in. So I'm just gonna do a coat, set in to dry. The thumb is definitely the hardest one. And I did measure this before I ordered it just to make sure that my thumb was gonna fit, because when I was looking at it, I was like, is my thumb gonna fit in there? I don't have like big fingers, I don't think. But I don't have like the tiniest fingers either, but it worked out just fine. Right, we'll put that in there. Let it reset. I would love to know what you are all doing with your nails lately. Are you still in like a dark winter kind of vibe? Are you sick of it? Are you doing like a fun Valentine's Day manicure? This probably is my Valentine's Day manicure as well. I have no reason to do a Valentine manicure, so Valentine's gets what it gets. And this year it's doing pretty good because it's getting some pretty sick magnetics and hearts, so it all works out. I'm like, I love this, that I'm like, oh yeah, all right, Valentine's Day. I was doing a romantic manicure for my Heated Rivalry event that I'm going to. That shows you what my love life is like. But that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So we are going to let that cook. I'll put that in there. These are so pretty. I feel like, what are these making me think of? It is like some of my favorite dice, I think, look like this, because it kind of has that like resin sort of vibe. And I do love a fabulous like glitter die with some juicy resin. They definitely look like forbidden candy, in my opinion, which is one of the best ways for your nails to be. And hopefully this will hold off a little bit. This thumb, I didn't tell you guys, but this thumb is like cracked really far down. So I'm trying, so it like cracked really far down and then it cracked a little bit higher up. So I like trimmed the high up part, but I'm hoping that putting a nice hefty manicure on is gonna help this guy stay together and not crack apart before it grows a little bit more, because I know all of my long nail friends know how it goes when you crack a nail like all the way down your nail bed. It is rough. It is a rough time, and sometimes you just cannot help it, and it has to come off, and then you have all of that like exposed soft parts. I hate it. It is not good, and I try to avoid it as much as possible, but I'm always breaking my nails. I don't even do anything. That's the weird part. Like I'm not out here hauling things or doing anything that should be breaking my nails. I break my nails like opening my car door and things like that. So I'm just a delicate princess, if you haven't noticed. So that's just what my life is like. And we are gonna keep on keeping on and get through these so that I can let you go. Hopefully I will be around more often this year. I do want to make videos. I know I said that the last time that I said that I was gonna be back, but then everything happened so much and I was not. But we are here, and I'm pretty committed to just making whatever the hell that I want to. So if you're gonna subscribe expecting miscellaneous, or what do they call it? They call it variety streamer, right? When you're like on Twitch. I'm a variety YouTuber. I post whatever I feel like, and I hope that other people enjoy it. But at the end of the day, that's what you're gonna get. Oh, we've got one last beautiful nail that we gotta cook in here. And that is gonna take us out. Look at these beautiful nails. Ignore the parts that are on my skin. I am going to pick it off once I'm off camera and the other nails are dry. That is a no-no. I have often smudged my other nails from picking off my polish when it was not dry yet. I'm obsessed with these. I'm so excited to play with the other colors in this collection, but I think these are going to be so much fun for my club night tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'm going to take a nap probably. I'm so old. I'm like my shoddy bones. I don't know if I can handle the dance party anymore, but I'm going to do my best. So thank you so much. If you made it all the way to the end of this very rambly video, thank you for joining me for a little Manny chat. If you are interested in following along in more detail with some of my other projects, you can follow me on Patreon. Like I said, I've got an upcoming post about the inspirations behind my gown for the next event, and definitely subscribe here if you want to see more nonsense, any of the random videos that I mentioned possibly making during this, and including there will be, of course, footage of the gown coming here later this year. But I've had the best time chit-chatting with you, and I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it is. Like, comment, and subscribe, as we say, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.